guys, it's Lynn, and I wanted to do something a little bit different today for Website Wednesday. I want to show you 2 free resources that you can use to create simple graphics, get stock images, do text overlays for your website, Facebook ads, simple graphics and emails, things like that. But I'm specifically going to show you how to do those things and give you those resources by doing a little project that I like to do at the start of each month, where I change the desktop image, the background image on my desktop. Actually, I use a laptop, but you get what I mean. So what I mean by that, I went ahead and downloaded an image, a pretty basic bare image like this, right? And you can see that I have my icon set up a specific way. And to be honest, I normally don't have all of these icons here. These are actually Christmas gifts that I need to put on my list to get my kids, and that's why they're here. So normally I don't have a ton of icons, and this whole space is pretty bare. But even with these added, it's still a pretty large bare space. This isn't very exciting nor thrilling, and you might be wondering, okay, like Lynn, I know how to change the background image on my computer, so why do I need to watch this? So the cool thing that I do is I take a background image that I find like this, and then I add, a quote or words that I want to think about, or I add different things basically, and then I change this image to have that. And it's just sort of this thing that sits there in the background, and I obviously see it multiple times a day, and even though I don't focus on it, I find that it helps set sort of the mood and the intention that I want to focus on for that particular month. So let me give you an example, and again, what I'm about to show you can be used to create simple website graphics, blah, 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 blah. You got the point. Okay, so the first free resource is Pixabay.com. You can obviously get images from wherever you want. I do like Pixabay because every image on there, other than these sponsored images, is royalty free and you can use as you want. So I typed in winter background, hit here the search button, and the image that I decided to use was this one. So as you can see, what I did is I clicked on it, and over here I click on free download. And if you have a super large monitor, you can pick the large image size. But for me, I just needed a size about like this. So I want to go ahead and click on download. Now when I download that, that's basically what you're looking at here. It's just this image. So what I did from here was I, right clicked, clicked on personalize, and then from there basically set the background image. Now if you use a Mac or something, you have a different way of doing it, but you can figure out how to change your background setting. But as I mentioned, not very helpful in setting the intention for the month. So then I go to a site called PicMonkey.com. Again, another free resource, and you can do lots and lots of stuff with this particular program. But I'm going to keep this video short and focus on the point. So go ahead and click on edit or hover over edit, and then I'm going to select an image from my computer. This is the image that I selected, and give it a couple seconds and it will pop up here for me to basically do some things with. So go ahead and click on the T, which is for text, and click on the button that says add text. Now I already showed you that I have all of my icons sort of spaced out on the left or right side of my screen. So I'm going to put the text right here in the center. And for me, this is where this is something I do that you might like to do as well. I write or create some words that kind of fit with the image I selected and the theme that I want to focus on. So I'm creating this video at the beginning of December, and with the holiday season coming up, it's going to get crazy, it's going to get chaotic, and with having 3 little kids as I do, it's going to be like triple chaos for me. So I want to keep in mind that I need to take care of myself, be mindful, and I want to try to keep my inner quietness as much as possible, because that's where I personally pull out things that I want to work on in my business, what type of person I want to be, so on and so forth. So I want to remind myself of this little thing that I created. The quietness is filled with answers, and it's why I also picked this particular image, because it's sort of, well, quiet and not much going on. So once you put that there, you can double click and it will highlight all the text, and you can see where you can go over here and basically change all the different fonts. And there's tons and tons and tons of fonts. It happened to load up the one that I want to use because, as I mentioned, I have already done this, and then I thought it'd be a cool video to share with you. So I liked this particular font for this particular image. Okay, now you can then drag and drop this wherever you want, but again, for me, I kind of want it right here in the center. But I also like to do something different that you might want to try as well. I want to click another, add another text block, and I want to put it right up here. And this is where you can type out, you know, whatever your monthly income goal is, or how many new clients you want to acquire this month, or you know, whatever. If you have this like really specific goal in mind, you can type it out here. So just taking a quick example, if you want to do something like you want to get, I don't know, 17 new clients, and you can type in 17 new clients. Just something as simple as that. I mean, if you want to make it different, if you want to, you know, I don't want to get off track here, but if you want to put like goal 17 new clients or whatever, you can do that. So whatever makes sense for you. Again, if you highlight it over here, you can center it, you know, left align it. Not all font types allow you to bold and italicize. So again, you can change it to different things, you know, whatever works for you. We'll just do, I don't know, whatever. We'll just keep it what it was. That one. You can also go over here and you can see you can drag and drop this to make the space larger. You can increase the font size. So you can do lots and lots of different things, but you can play around with that. But what I wanted to show you basically was that you can take an image that you get for free, do some text overlays, and then what I do is go ahead and export this. And I always, these are different levels that you can save. I always want to save at a high res. You can change the name of it if you want. Export to computer. I'm going to go ahead and save it. Yes, I'm going to replace the one that's there. In IE, which I am using this in, long story, but I usually use Chrome, but Chrome doesn't, it has its own sort of Flash player, which doesn't play well with PicMonkey website, which is why I use the IE browser for PicMonkey. If it fails, you just right click and click Save Picture As. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is basically go back. I'm going to click on Personalize. I'm going to browse to find my picture. It's going to be on my desktop. There it is. I'm going to choose the picture. There we go. Now, of course, if you wanted this a little bit over once you see it, or you needed to move this down, you could very easily just go right back in here and kind of move things around as you needed it to. So the cool thing is, as you're going throughout your day, this is sort of here. It's sort of in the background. It's, you know, a vision board, if you will. I don't want to get too woo-woo on you, but I have found that's been really, really helpful in keeping whatever that new client goal is, or a financial goal, or personal goal, or spiritual goal, whatever it is. It keeps it front of mind, but it also gives me a theme that I'm focusing on. And like I said, I change it out each month, which has been really, really cool for me. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Again, the free resources were pixabay.com, and the other is, let me get back so you can actually see how to spell it. But the other is picmonkey.com. So you can see right here, picmonkey.com. And you can do lots of things just between those two programs. Okay, hope you enjoyed this little how-to video, and let me know what kind of stuff you create. Okay, bye guys.